Little Red Riding Hood. Adaptation and activities by Lisa Suett. Copyright Ellie 2017. This is Little Red Riding Hood. She's got a red coat with a red hood. She lives with her mummy and daddy in a house in the woods.
Red, red, I love red. I am Little Red Riding Hood. Green like the grass, blue like the sky, yellow like the sun, but red, red, I love red. I am Little Red Riding Hood. I am Little Red Riding Hood.
One day, Mummy says, "Grandma isn't well. Can you take this cake to Grandma?" Mummy puts the cake in a basket. There are biscuits, apples, and milk too. She gives the basket to Little Red Riding Hood. "Bye-bye, Little Red Riding Hood. Don't stop in the woods. It isn't safe. And don't talk to strangers," says Mummy. "Okay, Mummy. Bye-bye," says Little Red Riding Hood. Grandma's house is at the other end of the woods. Little Red Riding Hood walks on the path. There are lots of animals in the woods. But in the woods, there's a big, bad wolf. He's got big eyes, big ears, a big nose, and big teeth. Little Red Riding Hood stops and picks some flowers for Grandma. She picks blue and pink flowers.
Look at the flowers, red, pink and yellow, orange, white and blue. Beautiful flowers all for you. Grandma, Grandma, here I come. Skip, skip, jump, jump, run, run, run. Grandma, Grandma, here I come. Skip, skip, jump, jump, run, run, run. Grandma, Grandma, here I come. Skip, skip, jump, jump, run, run, run. Grandma, Grandma, here I come. Skip.
The big, bad wolf sees Little Red Riding Hood. "Where are you going, little girl?" he asks.
"I'm going to Grandma's house. Grandma lives in that yellow house," says Little Red Riding Hood.
"And what have you got in the basket?" asks the wolf.
"I've got a cake, biscuits, apples and milk for Grandma," says Little Red Riding Hood.
I'm hungry." "He's got big teeth." The wolf is very hungry. He runs to Grandma's house. He knocks at the door.
"Who is it?" asks Grandma.
"Hello, Grandma. It's Little Red Riding Hood," says the wolf.
"Come in, my dear," says Grandma.
The wolf goes in and eats poor Grandma. Little Red Riding Hood is at Grandma's house. She knocks and says,
"Hello, Grandma. It's me, Little Red Riding Hood."
"Come in, my dear," says the wolf. Little Red Riding Hood thinks it's Grandma. Little Red Riding Hood goes into the bedroom. She looks at Grandma. Oh, Grandma, you've got big... I've got big eyes to see you. And Grandma, you've got big... Yes, I've got big ears to hear you. And Grandma, you've got a big... Yes, I've got a big nose to smell you. But Grandma, you've got big... Yes, I've got big teeth to eat you. Help! It's the big bad wolf, says Little Red Riding Hood. A woodcutter is in the woods. He hears Little Red Riding Hood and runs to Grandma's house. It's the big bad wolf, says the woodcutter. He takes an axe and cuts open the wolf. Grandma jumps out. Grandma and Little Red Riding Hood are safe now. Little Red Riding Hood, Grandma and the woodcutter eat biscuits and cake and drink tea. I'm sorry, Grandma. Mummy is right. It isn't safe to stop in the woods, says Little Red Riding Hood.